Hello there, my name is Thomas O'Regan and I'm a professional property investor here in Australia. Now, something that has been critical for me in building my portfolio has been speed. And what I mean by that is the speed of the acquisitions of my portfolio. Building my portfolio, me and my wife have been able to acquire these properties fairly quickly, and it has a compounding effect, and that is why speed is king when it comes to building a property portfolio. And you won't hear this from many people because usually people like to draw out negotiations, and especially in commercial property, potentially speed is not king because the generally the longer that you draw out a deal, the more discounts you can get. But when it comes to residential real estate, or the type of residential real estate that I invest in, markets move very quickly and speed matters. Let me explain. So say, for example, if I'm trying to build a substantial residential property portfolio in a short period of time, as I've done, the difference between me purchasing one property a year and 10 properties a year is when I purchase a property, I'm not looking to have a 6-month settlement. I'm not even looking to have a 3-month settlement or a 90 or a 60-day settlement. I'm looking to have a settlement as quickly as possible, right? So I will look to have a settlement anywhere from 30 days to 3 days. And you probably, if you're in Australia, you probably didn't even know you could have a settlement in 3 days, but the reality is you can settle a property in 3 days. It's just very unusual, out of the ordinary. But from my perspective, if you are able to buy a property not once every 6 months, but every 3 days, then effectively you can buy a whole lot more properties than the person that is taking a year or 6 months, right? If you're purchasing a property every 6 months, you need to wait for that property to settle before you can purchase the next one. So if you do a 6-month settlement, you can only purchase 2 properties in a year, okay? Versus me, if I do a settlement every month, I can purchase 12 properties in a year, okay? So the reason it works like that is because I cannot, typically when it comes to getting a loan, you cannot apply for a new loan and buy another property until the other property has settled, okay? So, and the fact that if you purchase one property and you refinance it and you require that money from the refinance to purchase the next property, the faster you can settle the first property and get your money back out to purchase the next property, the more properties you can buy. Now, this works for everything, right? Everything in property. I honestly believe speed is king when it comes to negotiation as well. If you can do a quicker settlement, it's usually more appealing to the vendor as the purchaser. If you can offer a 3-day settlement, and every vendor's not the same. Some vendors may want a 6-month settlement, but the majority of vendors want quick settlements, right? So if you can offer a vendor a 30-day settlement or even something less than that, opposed to a 90-day settlement, you're more likely that you're going to get the deal. And even if you're to do things like, speed is king, so therefore, instead of doing, a 18-day subject to finance, do a 3-day subject to finance. That is going to put you in a superior position when it comes to purchasing properties, because your offer, if there's multiple offers going to the vendor and somebody's got an offer at the same price as you and they have a 3-day subject to finance and you or they have a 3-day subject to finance and you have an 18-day subject to finance, I can tell you right now which offer the vendor is going to go with. It's going to go with the fastest one, the one that has the most certainty, okay? So that's why I like speed, and that's why I believe in it. It helps you win in real estate. If you're, even if you have a broker and they're working, they're able to get a response to you every day instead of every second day. All this helps, and these things are important if you want to grow and scale a large portfolio, to be more aggressive and to be faster in your whole acquisition phase of your portfolio growth. If you purchase 10 properties in 1 year versus a person that purchases one property every 10 years, I can guarantee you one of these people will be more wealthy than the other, and that is because the compounding effect of time and inflation is working against the person that is doing it slower versus the person that has achieved the same result much faster is going to have a better wealth position. See you guys next time. Bye.